Hi everybody, it's James here, your maverick for disability awareness, speaking to you from a very sunny south coast of England, where I've been for the past week now, having got back okay from my trip to Brussels, which was a very productive and successful trip, I have to say. Wanted to get in touch with you just before the Easter break to talk a bit about a new post which has been released on LinkedIn, and which follows on from the series which I started, focusing on disabilities and trying to get the word out there as far as awareness is concerned, and various steps we can take in order to provide reasonable adjustments in work. So the post which has been released in this case is by a friend of mine called Anandita, or known affectionately to us as Annie. And Annie has released a post talking about life in a wheelchair. So I really like this post because actually what it does is it focuses on what Annie's done. Is she's really focused on the actual positives of disability. So what she does is she takes the word disability and she says we need to focus less on the dis and more on the ability side, because at the end of the day, disability is not about what you can't do, it's more about what you can do, which is different from what everybody else can do. That makes any sense. But that's what she does, and I think it's a really important message to get across. Okay, so do have a look at her posts at some point. Do comment or get in touch with her directly. If you've got any views in particular on how employers can be supported in trying to provide reasonable adjustments or accessibility for those with wheelchairs, do get in touch with Anandita, because Annie has got some really good ideas about how we can do that, and the support we can provide in particular to small businesses who, or for all the goodwill in the world, may be having a real hard time of actually providing reasonable adjustments. You know, ramps are one thing, but you know, if you're sort of if you're a couple of flights up in a particular building, there's no lift, it's going to be quite a bit of a challenge to introduce a reasonable adjustment for a worker who may actually be excellent for your business, but at the end of the day is maybe not able to join and fully integrate within your company because of the accessibility issues that they're experiencing, and you haven't got the funding at the end of the day to be able to provide that accessibility which they so need. So do get in touch with Annie at some point. I'm going to go off and enjoy the rest of my Easter weekend. Got here my bande dessinée, or my comic book, which I told you I would go and get in Brussels, having a good read of that, and then I'm going to go off and get myself an Easter egg or two, maybe even 3. For those of you who know me out there, you know that chocolate is a serious weak point of mine. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about weak spots so publicly, but there we go. You can know about that weak spot. Have a great Easter. Okay. Do have a read, as I said, of Annie's post, and I'll come back to you with another video on another article which has been released, talking about covering another area of disability, and yeah, we'll see how we go until then. We're really glad that Annie's managed to publish this article. It'll be really interesting to hear your thoughts about it too. Until next time.